Yes. We didn't know. You know, we thought, should we have classes? Should we just have it be a pure 100% vacation? And then we thought, what are the things that we absolutely want to do and that we think will be the funnest things to do? And top of the list was absolutely some makeup. So I don't know, do you think? Do you want to see some makeup? Great. So we're set up really, really well, I think. I know that a lot of you are coming in the back and you may think, I'm not going to be able to see what Jessica's doing, but don't worry, take a look at the screen. It adds 10 pounds apparently, so good thing I'm standing up here on day 2 instead of day 5. I don't know. We are so, so happy that you're here. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Tori Poulter, and I am the Chief Sales Officer for an amazing company called Younique. I have been here for about 6 weeks. I'm so happy. I feel so blessed. It is so wonderful to finally be able to meet all of you, and I look forward to the next few days to get to know you and hear your stories and talk through why you're here and what you're passionate about and all things good. I see a few husbands in the audience. Way to support your significant other. Wait, you might be a boyfriend, I don't know. I may have just promoted you, I'm not sure. Congratulations, you're actually a husband. Yeah. So we have about 55 minutes together here, and we are going to go ahead and get started. There are a few people that I would just like to wave because we have a few corporate representatives here. I see Melanie. I see her mother, Amanda. I see her husband, Derek. I see Brown Derek, right? I see Brian Gill in the back, who is our Chief Marketing Officer. I know Eric Barkle was floating around here somewhere. Is he still here?
Right here.
Ah, there he is at the top. He is our Creative Director. Oh, wait till you see the catalog that these two are working on. We're working on the catalog as we speak. It's going to be amazing. All right, did I miss anyone else from corporate? We have Kayla, who is our amazing events person. Yes, Kayla. We have our VP of countries. We have 3 of them. We have Germany, UK, and Mexico here to join us. Did I get everybody? Is there anyone from corporate that I missed? All right, so everyone else are our amazing presenters. Again, welcome. I have the pleasure of introducing Jessica. And I need to tell you a few things about this amazing woman. Jessica Carbetta has been a corporate employee for not that long, a couple of months. But boy, does she have a history. History in a good way, Jessica. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. She started 12 years ago as an esthetician, and as she was going to esthetician school, she went to work at the Mac counter, and I think that's where she fell in love with makeup for the first time. Worked her way through esthetician school, moved to LA, and started her career from there. She worked, I have to look because there are so many companies that she has worked for, cosmetic companies, and you know, I'll throw just a few extras in for good measure, and then somebody's going to sue me, so I have to look at what's actually written down. She's worked for MAC, YSL, Trish McAvoy, Armani Cosmetics, Hourglass, Bare Essentials, like on and on and on. This woman has got some creds for sure. So then from there, if that's not great, she became a celebrity makeup artist and stylist while she was in LA and has worked with the following: Ellen, right? Doesn't need a last name, it's just Ellen. Steven Tyler, Britney Spears, Elizabeth Berkley, Mary J. Blige, Nikki Hilton, like on and on and on. Yes. So the best part about Jessica, she is a corporate employee, but for the past 2 years, she's been a presenter. So Jessica has had the experience of being a presenter, and she worked her way all the way up to Purple, had an amazing downline, and then we saw this golden opportunity and thought, what we need in the office is a product specialist, someone who has amazing background, someone who knows exactly, what the presenters need, someone who's lived in their shoes. And so Jessica has been with our corporate team for about 2 months. We are so thrilled that she's here, and I'll tell you, every once in a while some lucky person in the office gets a makeover from Jessica, and it like becomes this party, right? It becomes this part in the office. Everybody wants to be a part of this makeover and see what she's doing. So with all of that cred, right, with all of that cred, you would think that we might have someone who's a little pretentious, maybe who thinks that they're all that, right? I have to add this. Jessica is the sweetest, most wonderful, most approachable woman. She has a beautiful daughter who I watched, I kid you not, I think I watched her for 20 minutes cut it up at the welcome party on the dance floor. It wasn't even a dance floor, it was like by the pool. And she was like this, and then she was like this, and mom's just sitting there watching her like 20 minutes. She was all over the place. Beautiful daughter. So with that, I will put the microphone down and bring up to the stage Miss Jessica Carbetta.
I'll tell you what, this is such a dream. And when you go for your fears, then your dreams become a reality. And I'm really grateful to be up here and to be able to give you my knowledge and share this wealth of knowledge with all of you so that you can go out and become successful and grow your businesses even more than you already have. So, my beautiful model, Melissa Reidman, go ahead, come up, and yep, bring the fan. So, let me see this. Have you all seen this beautiful catalog? This fall catalog by now, right? It's gorgeous. Oh man, I wish they took pictures like that at the DMV, right? Well, we're all beautiful. We all take beautiful selfies, and I see all of you on my news feed, and just we're blessed to have all of you. You guys are amazing, and the things that you do with our products. And so I want to get started here with the product knowledge and technique training here on the cruise. We're cruising. Is everybody having a good time so far? Yes. Woo! All right. So I wanted to focus on Cloud9 collection. Because it's our 7 newest products, right? So you can get the feel of the products and get more of an in-depth information on each one, and that will help you to have your customers be more involved, yeah, so let's do it. So let's go into the Moonstruck Addiction Shadow Palette. Who loves these palettes? We love these palettes so bad, and now we have them. We've got 3 addiction palettes, and so they're portable, they're versatile. They grab it and go, and you have it in your purse, and you can put it on in the car. You could, so many options, right? And so the 3 main features are, we've got 3 different textures within these palettes. We've got the 3D matte texture, the silky smooth pearl texture, and the metallic shimmer texture. And with that, we can create tons of amazing eye looks with this. So what you want to do is you want to mix those textures and create depth and make that eye really stand out. Almost like contouring your eye, right? So I'm gonna get started though with her. I'm gonna apply the Glorious Primer all over. So I figured this is an upsell to our Cloud9 collection. This is almost like I'm putting this into play. I'm kind of gonna role play with my gal over here. Melissa is a presenter, and so she's gonna help me out here. So I'm gonna do the Glorious Primer all over her face and get her prepped and primed and ready for me to apply these products. Super excited. So Glorious Primer is velvety soft texture, and it has coconut derivative emollient that conditions the skin. And it also has natural antioxidants, vitamin C, fortified with vitamin E. It contains vitamin A, and that helps to rejuvenate the skin, so it's nourishing the skin as well. But the very big thing is that it preps and primes the skin for the products to maintain and bind to the skin so that it's long wearing. So it's a great upsell. So I think what I'm going to do today, what happened? What I missed? Okay, so actually, you know what? How about you tell me what addiction palette do you want me to test on her?
3.
3? Okay, let's do it. So, is 3 scary to you? Well, no, it's not scary? You just love it, so you want me to do it? Okay, perfect. I'm wearing 3 today, too. It's one of my favorites, it's go-to. I think purples, anybody can wear them. So, I'm going to start out with, let's go back to the addiction palettes. So, versatile. Now, I'm going to do her eyes first. So that's really important when you are showing your customers how to do their makeup or learning yourself, to do the eyes first so that you can clean up with Glorious Primer. If you don't know that by now, it's another great upsell, reason why you should always have Glorious in your hand. You clean up under your eyes, and then you can go on to foundation, concealer, and you've got a great just finished look. It's really finished and doesn't have anything under, no falling down. Okay, so I'm gonna do what I have on my eyes. I love this. So flippant, and I'm gonna use the new what do I want to say? The sponge brush and the angle brush. So a little quick tip, the sponge applicator is going to help to bring out more of a pigment and give you more coverage on your lid. So that's a great tip on that. And then the very tip of the applicator, you can use to smudge out a darker shade and get a liner within the addiction palette. So I love that about that too. So lots of different ways to use these tools. Okay, so let's put this down. I'm gonna do her lower lid first. See if you can see that, kind of. So this is flippant. I do lower lid first and get that color all over. I love this color. So I'm just placing the color right on the lower lid and building that. I'm gonna do kind of like a smoky day look. Smoky is we love the smoked out look. I mean, that's like, I want a smoky eye. How do you make a smoky eye? Well, there's so many different ways to create a smoky eye. It doesn't have to be black, it can be any color. And another really cool thing is that you can wear that smoky day look during the day and get away with it. So I'm using a static with the angle brush, that's the crease brush, and I'm applying it to the crease. So I go out to in and then blend downward, and it's just both of these two colors are both two different textures. So the static is more of the metallic shimmer, where the flippant is that pearl texture. So creating that different texture to get more of a vibrant eye. Can you all see okay? Here, let's do this. I'm just gonna put that right back there. Okay, so now, since it's smoky day look, I'm gonna take Smitten and do that for brow highlight, and that is also a pearl as well. And this will be her brow highlight. I like to work lower lid and move my way up. So now, because it's a smoky day look, I'm gonna actually take that smudge, this brush here, the sponge brush, and take Cheeky and use just the tip and create kind of a smoked out, look down for me. Can you guys see that okay? Just angle right to the aim right for that lash line. And you can almost wing it out if you wanted to. So I'm using Cheeky for her liner. You can even bring it up a little bit into the kind of almost like a V, an outer V. It's not too dark for day, but I think it's fun. I think it's really fun. And I think anybody can wear this. That's the beauty of it. And when we become the experts, we can teach our customers about these products, and it gets them more invested in these products and bring them back for more. So you want to become the product expert, and you all have done that because you're all here. You're all leaders, and you've earned this amazing cruise. Love it, I love it. And we're all family, so if I happen to say one wrong thing, don't fault me. Look up for me. So I'm going back with Glorious Primer with a Q-tip, and I'm gonna go right under the eye and just clean that part up. And I'll just show you how much really drops. Let's see. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a lot. Same thing over here. And I go through the brow too. It is safe, and it gets it prepped and primed for the liner to help to maintain the liner. Okay, good. So now I've got to do her brows. Let's talk about brows real quick. Who here loves our brow products? Okay, so with the brow liner, the Mood Strike Precision Brow Liner, okay, it is retractable with a spoolie brush on the end. It's called spoolie brush. And the great thing about the spoolie brush is that you can actually brush through your brows to get them prepped and primed and ready for the liner to go through. Now, our liner is retractable, so you don't need a sharpener. And then we perfectly mimic the actual brow hair thanks to our precision pencil of 1.7 millimeter lead, which if you've ever gone to any other cosmetic company and seen, they have a little bit thicker liner, and ours is thin. So just to show you here, do we all know about brows and where to place the colors? Do we need help with that?
Yes.
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go outside of the nostril to the top of the brow, and that's where you're going to start. And you just start small, because another thing too is that you want to mix your, so if you're doing like, her brows are dark, and I'm actually using medium brow liner, and then I'll use dark brow gel because it just gives dimension to the brow. And so, yeah. So then I start just making little, kind of almost hair strokes. And I'm growing through her brow. So I'm gonna go up with it. Just gonna kind of make a little line there. And just, you can follow the shape of your brow. Hopefully you've got a brow there to work with. Some of us that have just gone crazy in the 80s, 90s, I don't know, with the tweezing and the, okay, so then to get to the tip, you're gonna go outside nostril, look straight at me, to go through the iris, and right there at the tip of the brow is where you wanna kind of make your connection there. It's like connect the dots. Who's good at that? If a kid can do it, you can do it too. All right, so then where does the outer brow stop? So you go outer nostril to the outer of the eye, and it should be right. You see that okay? So look that way for me. So then I brush downward, and then as I go through, the spoolie brush, you're gonna go back through and brush that product and disperse that through the brow. And a little bit goes a long way with this, so you don't really need a whole lot of color. Then I'm gonna go back through with the brow gel. Same thing with this. Make sure she's... And when we know how to use these products on ourselves, we can empower others to use these products and feel confident, right? Am I right? Okay. So go back through, brush. All right, look at me. So then I'm gonna go back with the gel. So here we have our 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. We thought that was incredible. Now we have a brow gel that has the similar fibers that build onto our brows and make them full. And so that I love that. And it also adds color. So brow gel with color. We've got contains the buildable fibers that are similar to the ones found in the 3D Fiber Lashes Plus. And then it's formulated with squalene. That is also in our Uplift Serum. And it is it conditions the hairs, which is another benefit and talking point for your customers. So I'm gonna use a different color, a dark. And then if you're not getting a lot of coverage, like if you're finding that you're brushing through and you're not getting enough color, go against the grain. And that's why I like this precise small brush, is because you can actually have more control over what you're doing. So just go right. You can kind of go against the grain. And I like to go upward first and then brush through as well. That helps to shape it, and it adds texture and dimension again. So, and I'm sure you might already know these things, but it's great to just continue to hear them and get them locked in your brain, right? So. All right, so now that her brows are done, well, we're gonna go through and do Who Loves This? Like, oh man, I love this stuff. I almost like don't want to take it off at night because then I have to see my skin. I'm like, ah! This is a miracle worker. So the Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation, it applies as a liquid and it dries to a powder form. One of the great tips is that Touch products in general, they can be used together. So we've got our Touch liquid, we've got our Touch. Who doesn't love this stuff? This stuff is amazing too. I don't mean to bump ahead here, but I wanted to just touch base on this because I want to make sure that you know that all of our Touch products can be used together. So during the day, in the morning, before you go to work, you've got your Touch liquid foundation. You apply it, right? Then you're going to use your Touch powder throughout the day and touch up, right? Am I right? Right? Okay. So I already know she's satin. She's satin. And okay, so let's talk about a couple of things. in this product, we have the marine-based algae extract that gives the skin firmer, youthful appearance that's creating the it's just beautiful. It gives a glow. It really evens out your tone, and this product is amazing. So with that, I'm gonna apply, and who uses the back of their hand as a mixing medium, right? It's good stuff. Woo-woo. And what I'm gonna do, who has this brush? Powder puff brush, anybody? Going once, going twice? Have you used the powder puff brush with the liquid? It's amazing. Let me just show you if you haven't. So a little bit goes a long way with this product. So you don't need a lot. So make sure that, oh, another thing, just a quick tip. It does say, shake before using. So do that. Make sure you shake it. So here we go. I'm just gonna use the back of my hand and get some on my product. And I like to go around. Some people will say, well, I already did my brows. I don't want to mess it up. We'll go around the brows. Let me show you. Hold tight. So I'm gonna just apply circular motion. Some people will tell you go inward and work your way out. It's really going to get on there regardless of in or out. So I feel like, there's really no wrong way of applying this, except for I really love the powder puff brush with this product, just because if you want to get that, even out your skin tone and get that airbrush effect. And this product right here and this brush is like your new best friend. So I'm gonna go around here. And I'm kind of stippling. So stippling and circular motion, and the brush is coming off a little bit, that's okay. Oh, a tip on the brush. So do you wash your brushes? How do you wash your brushes? You can wash these brushes with soft soap or baby soap, warm water, lay flat to dry. It's not gonna hurt these brushes. When do you wash your brushes? Once a week, maybe more, depends on how much product you're using. It is safe and it's effective because it's also going to make your brush feel smooth. And also, this happens if you get some fuzzes that come out, right, some brush hairs, that's okay, that will happen. When you get your brush and it's brand new, wash it first. Then that way, some of the brush hairs will come out and it won't be on your face. So I always make sure I don't have a line, and I like to go down a little bit on the neck here. Make sure. Perfect. Okay. So moving on to concealer. So this concealer, it works wonders. Let's talk about it real quick. It has state-of-the-art microsphere technology that provides camera-ready, silky smooth with that skin with natural makeup look, right? So a little bit goes a long way, but it does cover your tattoos, and a little goes a long way. So I love all the videos with using Sharpie marker on your face, and then you're gonna put the touch concealer over top, and you guys are just, you're so cute. Good thing we've got shine cloths, right? Okay, so the colors that I'm using, I'm mixing. I use Scarlet myself, and I'm fairly, well, semi-dark, right? Scarlet and Taffeta, and I like to mix. I'm a mixer. You guys can, take it or leave it, but, and then I love to use the foundation brush. And I mix them together, the two colors. And the reason why I did foundation first, because I'm gonna give her that even out skin tone. Then I'm gonna go back and conceal. I'm gonna highlight under her eyes and almost do that contouring without contouring, right? Because if I did her concealer first, then I would do, and then foundation over top, don't you think that that would cover it up? Then you wouldn't be as bright and light, right? So look up for me. And this is where the magic happens. Concealer is like, I can't live without this stuff. This stuff is so good. So going back to the brows and the eyes, to get that really finished look, I really softly go around the eye with the concealer. You're gonna sweep over the brow and highlight the brow bone, and under the eye, and you're doing like a V down the sides of the nose, and a little bit goes a long way, so yeah, this is good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. And I carry it with me, except the thing is, you don't really have to touch this up throughout the day. I mean, it's long wearing. Now, if you're having problems with creasing under the eye, right? You've done your concealer and you're just a little bit maybe dry or whatever the case may be, you can take touch powder, pressed powder, and that's what I'm gonna do with her. I'm gonna take touch pressed powder and I'm going to, just gonna sweep underneath her lips too. And that, I'm sure you guys do that already, but if you don't, just to touch a little over your lips just to create that barrier so it's more long wearing for your lip liner and lipsticks to stay on. And then, what was I saying? I was saying, I'm gonna take the touch pressed powder and I'm gonna just take this powder puff brush and go over, just a little bit goes a long way. And this is medium to full coverage, but it's buildable. So it depends on your hand. Do you have a heavy hand? Well, just get a little bit of product on your brush. A little bit goes a long way, it's buildable. So look up for me, and I'm just gonna literally kind of press it in. And that's really gonna help to make sure that it doesn't crease. So.
Do you use the same color as the foundation?
Nope. Oh, okay, that's a great question. She asked, do you use the same concealer color as your foundation, correct?
No, for the touch. Do you use the same touch powder color?
Yes. Great question. Thank you for clarifying. So I used Scarlet and Taffeta and mixed it, and then I'm using Scarlet pressed powder because I like light and bright under the eyes. It's personal preference. You could go a shade darker. You could use Taffeta instead, and I mean she's